everyone. Today let's discuss about whether ADHD and ASD can co-occur or are they both a separate disorders. This popped up from one of our questions in the comment box. Hello Jyotsna ma'am, my 4-year-old son has been diagnosed as ADHD and he's not meeting the autism criteria. But we are seeing regressions in his behaviors. He had more screen time. Please suggest if I can book a session with you for consultation. Generally, when we assess and then when we have to diagnose, we all follow certain diagnostic criteria. One of the criteria is given by DSM-5, which is standardized across the nations. So DSM-5 recently suggests that if in case the child is exhibiting both the symptoms of ADHD and the ASD, they are suggesting to diagnose or label them into both. So in such children where we see a prominent symptoms of ADHD along with the autism traits, we prefer to diagnose as ADHD with ASD. So it basically depends on the prominence. So suppose if the ASD symptoms are more prominent, then we label them as ASD with ADHD. And as professionals, we should be very specific on the levels of ADHD and ASD also. So if we have gone to a developmental pediatrician or if we have done a complete developmental analysis of the child, you will end up in having diagnosis like level 1 to 2 ADHD with level 1 autism or level 1 ASD. For example, if the child's autism symptoms are more compared to the ADHD symptoms, then we might end up in getting the diagnosis as autism level 2 with ADHD level 1. So your pediatrician or specifically your developmental pediatrician will specify what levels the ADHD is and what levels the ASD is. And of course it has to meet the diagnostic criteria as per DSM-5. And ultimately, whatever the diagnosis is, I request all the parents to start working on what's next, start concentrating on it. Don't end up in only getting the evaluations done and then seeking the labeling. So when we say interventions, it could be a center-based intervention, it could be a school-based intervention, and it could be the home-based interventions. So these days the new schools are coming up with the school counselors and the rehab team might also be attached to the school. So we have an option of school-based interventions also. But as a parent, definitely please believe in increasing your own skills and start practicing with the children at home, taking guidelines from the professionals with either the center-based interventions or a proper hospital-based interventions. If you have further comments, please do put it in our comment box. Thank you.